Hello guys, welcome back to our airport update. Today we're doing one from Boston Logan International Airport, and I am building airport. Back again with the third one on this channel from this airport. So we're really excited to do it. We have, I'm in the process of constructing it, so we have some painted gates, but the taxiways and the rest of the gates are not in yet, so still under construction. But I thought I'd give you guys an update because I haven't uploaded in a while, and I apologize again for that. But yeah, let's get into it. We have a JetBlue Airlines A320 on runway 14 left, and he'll be departing for Aruba. Next up, we have a WestJet 737-300, and he'll be heading out to Calgary, and he's next in line behind the JetBlue Airlines A320. Next up here, we have a Southwest Airlines 737-700, next in line for the runway, and he'll be heading out to St. Louis. Then we have another JetBlue Airlines A320, and he will be heading out to Barbados, and he's next in line behind the Southwest. Next up here, we have a JetBlue Airlines A320, and yes, is again in the blueberry livery, and he'll be heading out to Seattle. And I only have two JetBlue models actually, so I did have to, like, in between frames, add them in. So you'll see about 5 JetBlue flights in this airport, 2 planes, but just kind of ignore that. Just something I have to do to make it more realistic for you guys. So yeah, that's it for the runway lineup, and now I'll head into the terminals. Next up, we have our first painted gate. We have, how many do we have? We have about 11 painted gates, I think. Not all of them are full, and we have 3 jet bridges in this update. So yeah, get into these deltas. This is Terminal A. It's Delta and WestJet at Boston. So we have a Delta 767 that'll be heading out to Atlanta to be stored. I do have some international flights in this update, so it's not really realistic to the times, but this flight is. I don't know where Delta's storing their planes, if they are at all. But I'm just guessing Atlanta, and it's a 767, so it'd probably be an international route. But it's in the domestic Delta terminal, and he'll be heading to Atlanta to be stored. So I just try to put at least one flight that's kind of realistic to the times. Obviously, I can't say the word on YouTube, so that'll do. Next up here, we have a Delta 757, and he'll be heading out to San Francisco. Another painted gate there. So yeah, moving on. There's like 2 different sections of Terminal A, and I'll get to that in the next point. So right here we have a WestJet 737-700. This is the second part of Terminal A. I have 2 gates at it. It's just like a diagonal extension, and it touches the beginning of Terminal B in the main parking garage and ATC tower. But anyway, we have 1 WestJet at its gate, and this one will be heading out to, let's say, Edmonton. So there you go. There's 2 gates here. Sorry, I'm going to point. There's one here. Delta and WestJet, I'm just going to say they, at least in my version of it, they share the gates here. But yeah, let's get on to Terminal B. So Terminal B here, you got Southwest, Spirit, Air Canada, United, American Domestic, and Alaska. At least those are the planes I had that fly this terminal, at park at this terminal. So let's start off with the Southwest Airlines 737-700. And he'll be heading out to BWI, Baltimore. We've had lots of updates from there. Next up here, we have another painted gate, and it's the Spirit A320. And he'll be heading out to Myrtle Beach. And the color of this plane is much a brighter yellow. This looks like the Sprint Unlimited. Yeah, that color, if you know what I'm talking about. So it is much brighter. Painted gate as well. I don't know why it looks like that, but anyway, we'll move on to our next point. Next up here, we have our last painted gate, and it belongs to the beautiful Air Canada 737 MAX 8. Second update this has been in, and very cool to have it. This guy will be heading out to Toronto Pearson. So just a nice look at it there. And we'll move on. Next up here, we have the United 737-800. He'll be heading out to Philadelphia. And I did read some of the comments in my past videos, and this one person has been telling me this is a Continental. Obviously, I did not know that, so thank you very much. I can't read that well, the Continental, so yeah, I know this is United, guys. So sorry if you want me to call it Continental, it's fine, but it's a United 737-800 heading out to, let's say, oh yeah, we said Philadelphia, so moving on. Next up here, we have a American 757 that'll be heading out, that is backing and taxiing to the runway. He'll be heading out to Charlotte Douglas, and this is in the Heritage colors. Now we have an Alaska 737-300. Skate, and this guy will be heading out to, let's say, Anchorage. Back here we have a JetBlue A320. I think this is the DOTS livery, they call it. Anyway, he'll be heading out to JFK John F. Kennedy. Very short A320 flight, but he'll be heading out to JFK. Next up, we have a JetBlue Airlines A320 in the Blueberries livery, and he's getting ready to head out to Los Angeles. Next up here, we have a Aer Lingus A320 in the old livery. I did have two of these. I don't know where the other one went, but anyways, they are now operating an A320 out of Boston, but this is an A320, the best I can do for y'all. So this guy will be heading out to Shannon. Next up here, we have a Hawaiian A330-300. I think they operate this on the 300. It might be the Neo. I'm not very sure, but anyway, this guy will be heading out to Honolulu, the longest flight in America. I think it's North America is what they call it. I'm not too sure which one, but yeah, cool to have it in the update and be realistic. Next up, we have a Sun Country 737-700 in the old livery, and he'll be getting there ready. Oh my gosh, he'll be getting ready to head out to Minneapolis. Not a surprise that he's headed to Minneapolis, but hey, still cool, very cool model to have in the updates. Next up here in the Spot the Jaguar livery, new livery for Frontier. We have a Frontier A320 taxiing out to the runway for its flight to Denver. And yeah, look at, there it is, Spot the Jaguar. There you go. Next up here, we have an American 777-200. Heading out to Zurich. Sorry for the shakiness, but yeah, this is the International American Gate here at Terminal E, I believe. And we'll get to the terminals at the end of the update. Next up there, way in the back, the International Terminal at Terminal E. We have a Delta 777-300. I believe ER is what they call it. I'm just going to call it 777-300. Let me know in the comments if you know. But anyway, he'll be heading out to Tokyo, Narita. Next up here, we have a Hainan Airlines 787 Dreamliner in the Boeing House colors. I love their Kung Fu Panda livery, and but yeah, I give it the Boeing House colors because I do see Hainan Airlines a lot flying in when I go to Boston, the airport. So, yeah, really cool that I can have this in the update. But yeah, he'll be heading out to Beijing. Next up here, we have an Iberia Air A350. Really nice model by Daron. Got for my birthday. And yeah, second update it's been in. And this guy will be heading out to Madrid in the A350. Next up here, we have the British Airways 787-8 Dreamliner. This guy will be heading out to London Heathrow. I'll be switching off between the 747 and the 787 for the routes to Heathrow, just so you can get both in, because I believe they still, I don't know, but I believe they still operate the 747 to Boston. But we just have the 787 in here, because I do believe they operate that. I just saw a picture of it. So yeah, I'll be heading out to London Heathrow. Next up here, we have another pretty new model I got for my birthday. It's the Alitalia A330. S300. And I got it, last update was in Toronto. It was tail heavy. I got it to lay flat, so that's really cool. This guy will be heading out to Rome. And very cool model again by Daron. And he'll be heading out to Rome. Whoa, sorry. And to end off the update, perhaps not a more fitting plane, we have the Emirates A380. I'll be heading out to Dubai. I do know that this plane used to come here, then left for a little bit, and now it's back. I believe the Emirates A380 is back at Logan. Obviously, not right now, because no international flights out of the U.S. I believe to Europe and I believe the world, but I have to check that. But yeah, great model to end off the update. Now I'll give you guys an overview of the airport. Alright guys, so here's an overview of the airport. So right here you have Terminal A, Delta, and WestJet. And then you have Terminal B here. Terminal C starts with JetBlue. And it's just JetBlue and Aer Lingus at Terminal C. And then after the Aer Lingus you start Terminal E. I don't think it's D. I think it's Terminal E. You got Hawaiian, Sun Country, Frontier, American International, Delta's Internationals, and then all the international carriers there. So, yeah, it's actually a pretty realistic configuration of the terminals. This one goes like this, and it would be more diagonal, would be the second, sorry. It would be more diagonal, would be the second part of Terminal A. And Terminal B is actually pretty close to what this looks like. Terminal C has two of these sticking out. I only could fit one. And in reality, Terminal E actually starts like back here and just goes that way, but the planes are on the opposite side. So I said to do my best to make it as realistic as possible. And yeah, that's this is what I got. So we got I'll continue painting the gates and hopefully taxiways. I think next update I'll have the gates done. I don't know about the taxiways, but I might do a construction update as well. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Until next time, be safe, have fun. I'll see you later. And remember to wash your hands. Next time, guys, be safe, have fun. See you later. Adios. Bye.